Hey everyone, Zimmerman here, business coach and social media ninja. I am working away, ready to answer all your burning questions on the ins and outs of social media. Now I know there are so many platforms and so many ways that you can use them. That's why I'm here today with the SBZ team, Rachel and Morgan, to save you from the pitfalls of social media despair. So let's start with the first question from Tiffany. One thing I've always struggled with is deciding which social network I should be using for my coaching business. Well, Tiffany, I'm glad you asked that question because the most important thing is deciding where does your target market hang out? Are they on Facebook, where primarily friends, family, and life casting is? Or are they on Twitter, where there's more news and information? Or are they hanging out on Pinterest, where you see a lot of inspirational and aspirational content? You need to know where your target market is, and those are the platforms that you should consider embracing for your business. Speaking of engagement, Eric asked, how many times a day do you recommend posting on my Facebook page in order to keep my audience engaged in my content? Now, we have that question come up quite a bit, Eric, and it can be quite anxiety producing to post on Facebook frequently. The key here is to post content that is going to actually get engagement and likes. And I recommend posting 2 to 3 times a day. When you post, that content has to be worthy of people commenting, because if it's not, you will get penalized from Facebook if the engagement isn't there. Now let me ask my team member, Rachel, how she would answer this question.
Great answer there, Sue. We really wanted to reinforce also that it's important you focus on high quality posts. One way we source high quality content is by using Google Alerts. We choose the best ones that come to our inbox every single day to share to our Facebook page, and it helps us keep really high engagement. Back to you, Sue.
Thank you, Rachel. Engagement can be so challenging, but so worthwhile, especially when you hit your stride. Now let's talk about social media metrics. Carrie asks, I'd love to know how to measure the ROI of social media through multiple channels. Clients can click through to your offerings from so many places. How do you know where they are coming from and what they are connecting with? Now, Carrie, the absolute best way to know your metrics is to look at your Google Analytics. And I know that for some business owners, this can be overwhelming and daunting. But if you spend about 2 hours a week to look at your data, you can then assess what to do better the following week. But let me tell you something, Morgan on my team might have some more insight about this because she is my go-to analytics gal.
Thanks so much, Sue. I have a really easy online resource that any small business could learn how to use, bit.ly. And on Bitly, you can shorten URLs as well as track analytics and see where people are coming from. And so then you can understand how your content is best performing and do more of that. So give that a try. Back to you, Sue.
Thank you, Morgan. You are a hashtag InstaSmarty. Now the final question comes from Dana. Dana asks about Instagram, my favorite social media platform. I don't want to come across as being too self-promotional. So if my products aren't inherently visually appealing by nature, what type of images do you recommend I share on Instagram to still drive engagement around my business? Every single business has a culture and some core values. So I want you to think about 5 core values in your business visually and stick with those values when you're sharing them on Instagram. Even if you are not a product-based business and you're a service-based business, you can absolutely have success on Instagram. If you have a question, hit me up. Be sure to use the hashtag SueBGetSocial, and be sure to check out my course, Get Social, Connecting Your Business Channels on CreativeLive.